No, that is not Randy LaJoie and Marty Reed flying in via parachutes. Just part of the ceremonies pre-race going on here at O'Reilly Raceway Park as we are getting ready to go racing for 200 laps under the lights here in Indianapolis. The pole sitter, Colin Braun. It paid off last night in the Truck Series as they did the same maneuver there. And as they come to the line, oh boy, Kyle Busch got the lead. Here we go.
Still outside. Still outside. On your bumper. 3 wide. Still outside. Clear up. Clear up.
So the strategy backfires for young Colin Braun as he now finds himself in second place, and Kyle Busch is going to lead another lap. He's led, well, 1,043 now this year.
You know, there's a rule in the rule book that states that the second place qualifier can't beat the first qualifier to the start-finish line.
So you're saying he should have been tossed?
Well, I haven't seen. Well, get the spot back.
Take a look.
Here's the rule book.
All right. Well, we'll find out if NASCAR does enforce or interpret the same way you did.
Meanwhile, Colin Braun, who was the pole sitter, settled back into that second spot after electing to start on the outside. He didn't even lead a single lap. Braun complaining of the car being a free in a little bit.
Back here at O'Reilly Raceway Park, notice that Colin Braun has closed the gap on race leader. It's down to 0.7 of a second. It was over a second with Kyle Busch in front. And all of a sudden, he's got a car that is sort of slowing down. We listened in on the radio.
This doesn't feel like the right side's that much grip through the corner. And, you know, I'm like pushing the front and sliding the back at the same time.
Okay, right now we're working on some air pressure stuff for grip. We're going to get a small rubber out of the left rear and get that track bar. If your lap times are still, you know, much better than the guys behind you.
Well, that was a little bit earlier, but obviously now Colin Braun is within a ½ second. So it looks like the longer this run goes, the better off it is for Colin Braun. And we're almost to the window for one stop.
Absolutely right. I think these guys probably go 110 laps. And if they do a one stop here, it'll be tough to beat. Kyle Busch is looking in the mirror and sees a 16 coming. And his crew chief tells him, well, you're still the fastest car on the racetrack. And he's looking in the mirror, like, well, if I'm the fastest guy on the racetrack, who's the guy behind me?
Well, Jack, let's get the latest update from pit lane. What do you hear?
Well, we're talking about Colin Braun. You know, he certainly wowed all of us. The car has been a little free, as I said, going in. But this is a team that is racing with a heavy heart tonight. The engine tuner for this team, Wayne Cantor, lost his son, Sean, earlier this week. And the entire team send their condolences and their wishes. And Colin told me before the race he would like nothing better than to put this City Financial Special into victory lane to pay tribute to Sean Cantor.
We send our best along as well as Colin, a man on a mission, as he's trying to track down Kyle Busch. And right now it is sort of held station the last few laps at a ½ second between the leader and second place. In third, a full 2 seconds back, is David Reagan. Then Cale Gale is fourth. Josh Wise is fifth. Jason Leffler, last year's winner, is sixth. Logano has dropped down to second.
You know what he could be doing too? Is Kyle could be using his tires up a little bit more than he needs to be. Because that 16 behind him, those guys are just kind of just nice and smooth.
Well, remember, late in the run, Colin Braun had a better chance. He had a better run going, catching up to that 18 car. Jackaroo?
Marty, you're absolutely right. In fact, Colin Braun needs long runs for his car to get in. Meanwhile, your leader says that the adjustment that they made on the right front tire on the air pressure has given more stability, and it has cured to a certain degree that tight, loose condition. They talked a little bit about trying to save their tires, and Kyle Busch said, I don't know why you got to worry about that, guys. I think we're going to have about 15 more cautions. They all come late in this race, and everybody had a big chuckle.
Right now, as you can see, there's the gap between first and second. That is 0.8 of a second on the clock. About 3-4 car lengths on the track. And you see Colin is one of the guys that's trying to get his first top 5.
Nobody coming.
Right now, Colin Braun is not able to take advantage. His deficit is now 1.2 seconds. So in the early stretches of these runs, Kyle's car seems to be better. The longer the run, Colin's car seems to be better.
Absolutely right. And the only thing Colin needs to hope for is that they don't get into lap traffic. Lap traffic just kills Colin.
And for more on Colin Braun, let's check in once again with Jack Arute.
Well, Marty, the guy that has the best seat in the house with this Carl Edwards-Kyle Busch battle is that 16 car, the City Financial Special for Colin Braun. Now, Braun was cautioned by Eddie Pardue, his crew chief, to just be patient. As he watches this all unfold, Eddie was explaining to his driver that, look, just like Randy said, that's going to put pressure on the tires on your leader. He told him, look, think the big picture and just race the racetrack. Guys,
take a look at Mike Bliss right behind him in third place. Bliss has got himself into position, but now he has sort of maintained station, as it be, on this with 40 laps to go here. And Colin Braun has now carved a half second off of the lead while all this was going on.
He's just, the 16 just eating it up. He's like, okay, come on, keep racing, guys. I'm coming. I'm trying to be smooth. I'm trying not to wear my stuff out. The one car you see is starting to get a little sideways. He might have wore his stuff just a little bit too much.
Well, Carl Edwards is working 24-second laps, and of course that's his teammate in the 16 car. Will he try and help him out?
Away from him.
This time by, it'll be 7 laps to go. Can anybody reel in the 18? Mike Bliss sure would like to have a shot at him, but he's running out of laps.
Colin Braun has done a wonderful job tonight in that 16 car. He's been right there.
Let's check in with Colin Braun, who finishes a career best second, Vince.
Well, you told me beforehand you were confident about the car. Did you feel at any point that you were maybe going to have a shot at Kyle?
Well, you know, I thought that whole race, this number 16 City Financial Ford Fusion had a shot at it. My crew chief, Eddie Pardue, did a great job. These guys did a heck of a job on pit road. And, you know, congratulations to Kyle and those guys. They did a great job there. And, you know, Jack's been telling me for a long time here at Race Smart, Race Clean, and, you know, get log finishes here. And, you know, I'm sure if we wouldn't have had those conversations, I might have been a little more aggressive there. But just wanted to bring this one home and get a good finish for all the guys at City Financial and Ford.
Definitely did it. A career best second place.
Also a career best night for Josh Wise, who brings the 22 home in 5th, and Cale Gale in the 33 car in 6th.